come show your mean, mean pride.
Alright guys, I'm back again here with the video that you guys have been anticipating for a little while, and this is my Christmas pickups for 2011. Now if you guys have seen my Christmas pickups from last year, you would remember that my main highlights were getting Rob the Robot with the Gyromite set, also getting my top loader right here. I did get a couple other things. I did get some Atari games and some NES games and all that, but these two right here were the main gifts that I was very, very happy with from last year. But this year I did get some really neat stuff too, but most of it actually is more modern stuff, which I really don't display modern video game related things on my channel all that much, but I'm still very, very happy with these things. So I'm going to move the camera and I'm going to show you guys all the things that I got for this year. Okay, so I figured that I would first start off here by showing off the more modern games that I just got for Christmas, and this is the PlayStation 3 Slim 320GB model. Now, this was the biggest surprise of this year, I think, because this is something I actually did not ask for. I actually kind of lightly mentioned to my parents that, hey, a Blu-ray disc player would be really, really sweet for my TV. You know, I just slightly mentioned it. You know, I really didn't bug my parents for it because I figured that, you know, a Blu-ray player was really, really expensive and, you know, I really don't need it. So I kind of figured that I really wouldn't get it. But my parents definitely one-upped and they got me, you know, a PlayStation 3. Which is just sweet because, I mean, it doubles as a Blu-ray player and a game system. And it also can play my DVDs, which is, again, really sweet. This version right here, like I said, is the 320GB model. And it came packed in with Uncharted 3, as you can see right here. Also with it, they got me the Uncharted Dual Pack, which comes with Uncharted Drake's Fortune and Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Which these are the greatest hits editions, but I really don't care because now I can play the first two games in the series without getting too lost in this one. Which I've been going through the first one right now, and I really have to say that it's a great game. If you guys have never played any of the Uncharted games, definitely give them a look at because they're just so much fun. And now moving on to the thing that I bugged my parents for the very most, and that is the Nintendo 3DS. This one, of course, is the Cosmo Black version. This is the one that I wanted the most. I was really deciding for a while whether I should get this one or the Flame Red colored one, but I finally decided I would like the Cosmo Black colored one just because I think it looks cooler. The red one also looks really cool, but I don't know, there's just something about the simplicity of the shiny dark black and silver plastic that, you know, it just looks cooler, I think. But that's my own opinion. And of course, it's in 3D. So, hence the name Nintendo 3DS. Which, if you guys are really thinking about getting one, I definitely recommend it because there's just so many awesome games that are coming out for this thing. And there's just so many games that are out already that are really sweet. Which I have two of them, which are Super Mario 3D Land and Star Fox 64 3D. Both really, really awesome games, but I really have to say that they are really short. I mean, I finished Star Fox 64 3D in like 2 days or so, so very short. Super Mario 3D Land 2, I'm very close to finishing, which it's really, really easy to play this because you get extra lives all the time, so it's really, really easy to go through the entire game without dying, actually. I definitely have to say that I think that this is the easiest Mario game ever made. But Star Fox 64 3D is also a great game, and I'm very, very happy now that I have my own Nintendo 3DS. Also, for Christmas from my girlfriend, she actually gave me a Wii Points card to use. So Megan, I know you're watching this. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. She also got me this really awesome watch right here where now I can actually tell time. So, yay. Go me. So the three games I got with that Wii Points card are Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Super Castlevania 4, and Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, which this, of course, is the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2. So I'm very, very happy with those three games, and once again, Megan, thank you very, very much for the watch, And also thank you very, very much for the Wii Points card. And now moving on to the more retro stuff, here I have myself two new Atari 2600 games. We have MASH and Skyjinx. Now, both of these games I have not heard of, but MASH I have heard of the TV series, of course. But I did look up gameplay of both of these, and MASH really doesn't look that great. Apparently you're a helicopter going around rescuing fugitives and dropping them off at a military base and, you know, doing all that kind of stuff. It really doesn't look too exciting. This game, on the other hand, looks a lot of fun. You're an airplane flying around pylons and dodging trees and birds and other things that are flying at you. This one looks a lot of fun. This one, on the other hand, doesn't look that great. But they are two new Atari 2600 games that I didn't have, so that, of course, is a very good thing. And now some NES games that I just got. I have Mario Brothers, the Arcade Edition, Urban Champion. These are all ones that I did not have, of course. NES Open, Punch-Out, the non-Mike Tyson version. And the last one, which is a really weird one, 8 Eyes. That's actually a game that I have not heard of, but I guess I'll try it out and see how it goes. But yeah, now I have 301 NES games, so I'm very, very happy about that, which I'm getting closer and closer and closer to having a complete North American licensed collection. Also for Christmas this year, I just picked up a new console that I've been really asking for a long time. Not this one in particular, but just a Pong console in general. This one in particular is called the Atari Super Pong system. This was released in 1975 or 1976. It was around that time, you know, the late 70s, like right before the Atari 2600 was going to come out. Now, I've been asking for a Pong console for a while, but I could never decide which one in particular I should get. You know, shopping for Pong consoles is pretty difficult because, you know, they're really expensive for one thing, and also the conditions of these things are really, really iffy because they range from perfect condition, like this one is, or, you know, really, really crappy condition because it was just some guy who just found it in his attic and really wanted to make a quick buck off of it. So, you know, shopping for Pong consoles is pretty difficult, but this one right here I'm really, really happy with because the Atari Super Pong, in my opinion, is the most high-quality built Pong machine that they ever released. Because before this, they just had a simple Pong machine that only had like one game mode on it. This one, I think, is the successor to it. I think Atari only made 2 or 3 Pong systems. I'm not 100% on my Pong history, but I think they only made 2 Pong machines, and I think this is the second one right here. Which is really, really cool because you can choose between 4 games to pick from, which you have Basic Pong, Pong Doubles, like a handball type game, and you also have one which is like a, what's the one I'm thinking of? It's like a hockey game, sort of. I really can't remember all 4 games, but you do get some variety on here, which is pretty cool. And you have the 2 knobs right here, which are jitter-free. This has been tested, and it does work perfectly fine. On-off switch, reset button right there. And if we look on the bottom here, I don't know how well you guys can really see that, but it says made by Atari Incorporated, Sunnyvale, California. This doesn't have the copyright date on it, but I do remember that this was 1975 or 1976 when this did come out. And it does have a very low serial number on it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it is a low serial number also, which is really sweet. And this panel on the back here, I really can't... Oh, maybe I can get it off. This panel here comes off, and this is where you put your 4D batteries, which is pretty bizarre if you think about it. A home game console using batteries. Let me try to snap this back on. There we go. But yeah, this thing uses batteries, which is pretty strange, but you also have an option right there of plugging in an AC adapter, which I don't have, nor would I use because I'd be too afraid of breaking this thing. Which, if you guys can't tell, this thing is in amazing condition. You know, no scratches or any, you know, breaks or cracks or anything in the plastic. It's in really nice shape. And of course, like I said, the paddles are jitter-free, so this thing is literally a perfect system. And I'm very, very happy to finally have a Pong system of my own. So we'll start off here with this top box right here, which on the inside is some TI-99 stuff, varying from different software applications, some blank tapes to save our data. Yes, we did get a cassette tape player for it, so now we can actually save our basic programs and other things on it. But this thing right here, wrapped in the bubble wrap, is the thing that I think is the most cool. And this is the TI-99 speech synthesizer. This little panel opens up right here, but it actually serves no purpose. There's no cartridge slot or anything. So this panel that opens up serves no purpose. But it does put out a really, really awesome sound, you know, out of the computer itself. The voices sound really, really clear for the time, and I'm very impressed with this thing. It's really, really cool. And I'm very happy to finally get my hands on one of those. And like I said, I did get some blank cassette tapes for the cassette recorder, so that way I can save my data and all that kind of stuff. And in here is a giant array of different software applications here. So hold on a second, guys. I'm going to refocus the camera and I'm going to zoom in here to really give you guys a closer look at all the different software applications that I now have. Alright, so I don't know how well you guys can really see that because the lighting in my room really sucks. But anyways, we have Blasto, The Attack, Minus Mission, Dragon Mix, Hangman, Football, 2 copies of Alien Edition, 2 copies of Parsec, and up here we have Multiplication 1, Addition and Subtraction 2, Reading Fun, Early Reading, Connect 4, 2 copies of Car Wars, Amazing, Hunt the Wumpus, Number Magic, and Munchman, which is actually a really good game. It is a Pac-Man clone like you would expect, but it is really good. I had a lot of fun with it. Let's see, I'll flip the box on its side here. We have, there we go, Early Learning Fun, Beginning Grammar, Household Budget Management, Division, and Video Chess. All really, really exciting, and I'm very, very happy to have a really nice array of, you know, software applications for this thing finally. And we also have this big box right here, which is filled with TI-99 stuff. This is actually filled with boxed TI-99 games, which, as you can see, it is filled to capacity with complete in-box TI-99 games. Now, I did take the cartridges out of these boxes, however, and I did put them in the other box just because I wanted all my loose and boxed cartridges together. So all these just have the box and the manual, but trust me, all the cartridges are in that other box, which I just showed you. But the complete in-boxed games that I have are Alien Edition, Dragon Mix, Multiplication 1. Some of these boxes are varied in condition. Some are really, really nice, but other ones are just completely trashed. Addition and Subtraction 2. Car Wars. Videographs. The Attack. Interesting title. We also have Reading Fun. Minus Mission, which is actually a lot of fun. It is a Space Invaders clone, but with math. It's actually really good. I hate to admit that an educational game is actually really good, but I'm not going to lie, that game is actually a lot of fun. And Parsec is also a great game. Hangman, which they did a really good job. This is a lot of fun to play with an actual keyboard, so take that into consideration. Connect 4, which is also a very good version of this game. There's also a version on the Commodore 64, I believe, but this is the only one that I've actually played, and it is a lot of fun. And the last one we have here is Division. No comment. I hate Division, and I hate the educational games for the most part, but some of them, like I said, are actually really, really good. And that is my Christmas for 2011, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this long video. And I will see you guys next year in 2012. It's been a great year, and thank you for all the support and all the subscriptions and all the comments and everything that you guys have been giving me for this last year. And I'm looking forward to 2012. It's a brand new start with brand new videos and just brand new experiences. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a very happy new year. And as always, guys, have a great day.